What is going on, everybody? It's Randy here with Nerds Templar, and it is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. It is set number 12. It's the blue division today. We are nearly done now with set 12. This is over the halfway point at this point. After 11, the just over halfway point, officially everybody at least halfway, with everyone having one bye, 20 matches each, and then a bye. 21 sets total after set 11. In the blue here, we got Ganondorf at 9-1. Cloud and Banjo and Kazooie and Captain Falcon are all 8-3 right now. We got Snake and Steve at 7-3. Inkling is 7-4. Sora is 6-4. Ness and Lucas and Palutena and Meta Knight are 6-5. Roy's 5-5. Wario's 4-6. Pacman is 4-7. We got Rob, Pichu, and Falco at 3-7. Fox is 2-8. Rosalina and Luma are 2-9. And Ken is 0-10. Oof. So right now, yeah, things are some are climbing a little bit, but I don't know. We have a lot in the middle there. There's a lot of potential still. Early enough, these are going to be some really important matches coming these next 5 or 6 sets here for everybody, especially the blue. Some are going to fall out of contention. Some are going to lock in their spots. Many are going to just hope that they can climb a little higher so that those last matches, those last 5, very last 5, they may have a shot at playoffs. 13 go in every division, so there's quite a lot of potential for that. Quite a lot of potential. Anyway, set 12 here. We got Roy taking on Captain Falcon. Falco versus Pichu. Rob versus Inkling. Fox taking on Lucas. Wario up against Rosalina and Luma. Ken versus Pacman. Ganondorf taking on Palutena. Steve versus Ness. Sora up against Cloud. And Snake versus Banjo and Kazooie to finish us off. Meta Knight is on a bye at 6-5. Let's get started. Alright, getting things started with Roy and Captain Falcon. Good way to start, I would say. Roy is right in the middle, 5-5. Could use a win. In fact, he's number 13. It's one of the toughest divisions at the moment to get into the playoffs. We'll see what happens after this. Right now it's basically 4, 5, and 6 gets you in. It's in fact 1, 4, and 6 is going to get in the. And if I take that back, it's the 5 and 6s in both after their set 12s that get you in both the red and the green. We'll see if that ends up the case in these last 2 here. Right now, in the blue, 5-5 Roy. It's the last one getting in, the only 5-5. 4 and 6 Warriors out. You could go 6-5 with Meta Knight. Palutena, maybe, depending on where Palutena and Lucas and Ness end up. They're all 6-5 right now. There's a ton of them there. A ton of them. And then you got 6-4 Sora, so that is basically the what's up right now in this division, you could say. Roy taking a dive quick here. 82% on Captain Falcon. Not too bad if he can get a quick knockout in return. Falcon, though, a super mushroom to make that much harder. Roy already at 50% now. You can see we got our secondary skins, blue division, blue skins, the best of the blues. That's why they're the secondary. Third option, our tertiary skins, just basically whatever else we can. If there's another blue, that's great. If not, then whatever's not one of the other division colors, usually closest to a blue, purple, black, white. Captain Falcon hanging in there, 145%. Roy also sort of hanging in there, 103, hasn't lost his second stock just yet. Super Mushroom gonna help him get that super-sized knockout. Captain Falcon returning the favor, 1-2. Captain Falcon retaining that big ol' lead, an entire stock. 0% on both of them here to start that 1-2 stock, and Captain Falcon pulls a Poison Mushroom. Will that help Roy bring this one back? Nope, not at all. Roy at 41 on his last leg and last stock. Roy 50, super sized Captain Falcon. Roy with the Captain with the kick. That is Roy trying to make it back to the map. Nicely timed attack. Captain Falcon easily taking that one. A nice, clean victory for him there. 236. Whew. It wasn't like even like terrible by Roy. It was well played by Captain Falcon. Some mushrooms in his favor. That certainly helped. He's 9-3 now, Captain Falcon. That's crazy. That's not good. I mean, he's up there. It's not like surprising because he was up there last season, of course, 13-7. One of the finalists in the playoffs. One of the two in the final match, along with King DDD. So not surprising, but great when you hit that 9 wins. You're about to hit that 10 wins so early on in the season still. Unfortunately, we got Roy moving to 5-6, so we'll see if he can remain in playoff contention in that top 13 after this. I don't know, but I think it might be up to Wario versus Rosalina and Luma, so that's a... I don't know, Wario might get himself in at least a 5-6 where Roy just went, so it's basically going to be who won between Wario and Roy in the past, if they've played each other. Right now, Falco basically out of it, but not quite. Same with Pichu. In fact, they're both 3-7, and because of that, this is huge. For them, at least, maybe not for those at the top of the division, but this is match number 2 because it's so important for both of these guys. One of them is going to go 4-7, has to, and that is a manageable record to get into the playoffs. Pichu is out of here already with the supersized Falco. Yikes, that's a 37% only on Falco's first stock. See, no, he's all right there. Almost fell off. Pichu started off decently strong this season. I applied it well. We're 3-3. Not too bad. Falco, of course, last season 12-8. So he did well in this division. The promo season. Defeated Wario, who was in the green last season in the first round of playoffs, then went on to lose to King DDD again, that other finalist, along with Captain Falcon. We're still in the green, just lost his first match. Not to spoil anything for anyone who might go back and watch the other ones, but yeah. Anywho, moving on. Falco knocked out, but Pichu, oh, 89% now. Looking great for the little Pichu. Nope. He's out of here again. And again, we see it. We got another 2-1 full stock advantage match. This time, though, a little more surprising. Maybe Falco, just maybe, has just not had the right matchups yet. Maybe he's just going to pick up wins elsewhere and make his way slightly back up. So, you know, if you have a few less wins than last season, that's kind of understandable. A lot of new competitors in every division. So that's understandable, but, you know, falling as far as he did, it's tough to see. Just tough to see. There it is. Again, easy victory for Falco here. Hope he can move back at least to maybe a 500 spot. That would be, for him right now, he'd probably love that, to be able to say, yes, I'm 7-7. Right now, he's 4-7. Just maybe. Pichu could be done now at 3-8. That might be the end of our little Pichu fella. I am sorry. I apologize for that. It's been a while since we messed that up. Didn't show all the stats there at the end. But okay. Whatever. We got Rob. Same exact boat as Pichu and Falco. 3-7. He already beat Falco, in fact. He's kind of at the top of them right now, especially now that Falco beat Pichu. But he needs to win here to remain with Falco. And also, Inkling is good, 7-4, so it's not going to be easy for him. In fact, it could be great for Falco right now. And interestingly enough, Rob and Falco were both 12-8 last season. They're both 3-7 right now. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Rob will stick with him here, or Inkling will say nay. Obviously a tough opponent here. Oh man, the supersize. We've had a lot of supersized knockouts. Every single one now to start these 3 matches. Is this going to be another one where Rob gets a commanding victory? Now that would be different. First we had the favorite get the upset, or get the easy victory. Then we had a tied even matchup, so it wasn't really either being a favorite. And now, if Rob can pull this off, it would be the underdog pulling off the quick, easy victory. I don't know about that though. I don't know if Inkling is going to allow that to happen. 7-4, they are 7th right now in a very contentious division with all those 6 and 5s. Man, 6-4 Sora, 4 at 6 and 5 behind him. Ness, Lucas, Palutena, Meta Knight. Meta Knight will stay there on his bye. All those have yet to have their bye. Ooh, Inkling down again, and we have it happening before our very eyes. The same thing. 3 times in a row, perhaps. Rob, no stock lost yet. 122 right now. Another supersized knockout. Taking down Inkling to 1. Inkling supersized. Still can't get the knockout on Rob. Back to normal. 143 on ROB, and down he goes. Inkling getting 1, and again, 2-1. Basically nothing on those 2-1 stock. Rob looking to just take this one easy here. 22 on Inkling. It's crazy. These are like mirror matches, these last 3. But again, Rob the upset here. If he can do it, Inkling can still manage here. Maybe a reason they're 7-4 right now. The Inkling squad, usually the main one being female Inkling. We've got 2 male Inkling for the blue division though. Substitutes. Takes Rob out, so not quite a mirror match here. Rob maybe a little more of a struggle as, oh man, Inkling just piling on some more percent. 36, but Rob, is he going to finish it here? Where the laser misses, that would have done it for sure. Rob is small. Wait a second, 100 on Inkling, 36 on Rob, but he's tiny. Inkling can't connect with anything. Rob safe at the moment. Still with a cushion of a lead and a super mushroom for him now. Will that do it? He's grabbed the Inkling. Nope. Let him go or something. Inkling got loose. He's loose. Oh no, Rob's poisoned again. 62%. There goes his upset is falling out of his hands. Quickly here. Slipping away through his row body fingers. 86%. 124 on Inkling though. Rob back on the attack. Inkling was big. Now they're normal. He can't quite size up Rob for the swinging paintbrush, but no. 109 to 131. It is anyone's match at this point. Man, Inkling 145. Rob another poison mushroom. Is that going to do it? Oh, the Inkling does connect while Rob is poisoned, and that is going to do it. Inkling barely scraping away just by the hair of his paintbrush. 4-18 match. Rob, man, so close, Rob, so close. But that's just gonna let that middle pack pull ahead a little farther, perhaps today. Rob goes down, Pichu goes down. Falco had to go up. See what Pacman and Wario do. The other one's not quite in the playoffs yet, 4-6 and 4-7, but not great. Inkling though, 8-4. A little different than the rest. No, not having a bye just yet, but 8-4 is great in 4. All right, this is actually an old school blue division matchup here. Not maybe as exciting this time around with Fox at 2-8, but Lucas is 6-5, and he, wants to stay. That's the middle pack right there. He's in it. He's right in the thick of things. So you'd certainly love a win, an easy one against perhaps one of the worst in the division right now. Fox did beat him the first time around last season. It came back around though the second time. Lucas defeated him. So they are tied in head-to-heads all throughout their history of the league. And if we look at the playoffs, because they both made it there, 12 and 13-7, that is, Lucas last season. And in third place here, tied with Captain Falcon, but the third. And then Fox, he made it. He made it in 10 and 10. He was barely there, but he was there. And number 6 in the division, Blue. The top to move, the highest record to move on. I'm sorry, he didn't move on. But lowest record to not move on, I guess that is. Yeah, the Ice Climbers moved on to 9 and 11. Fox stayed. But then Fox lost to Donkey Kong in the first round of playoffs. Lucas, however, he got a better spot. Defeated Olimar. And then he, being the best coming out of the first round because the other two above him in seeding lost, he had the easiest coming into the second round, the easiest bye fighter, which was Peach. Defeated Peach then, went on to the quarterfinals, where he then beat Bowser, which is the hardest in the league, so that was a huge match for him. Beat him, then lost to King DDD finally in the semifinal. So close. So one of the top 4, taking into consideration the postseason. One of the top 4, last 4 remaining, Lucas here. Right now, I talked so long, apparently, this match has gone so fast, it's 1-2. Lucas, huge advantage right now. Can he retain that like the first 2 matches did, or will he lose it like Rob? Is he gonna lose it? Oh, again, 2 and 8. Fox probably already done here. So Lucas really doesn't need to win this one. Not let somebody like that beat you. 6 and 5. He can go to 7 and 5. And there it is. He will easily go to 7 and 5. I didn't talk that long. That was a very fast match. I would say sub 3 minute for sure. Yeah, 2:45. Wow. Lucas, easy win for him there, as it should be. As it should be. Hopefully gonna climb back up in the ranks. He was around the midpoint most of the season last season as well until toward the end. Popped right up there to 3rd, so good to see it happen again. Who knows? Of course, 7 and 5 for Lucas. Less importantly, 2 and 9 for Fox. So he done. We got the 2 and 9 Rosalina and Luma now. Also done. I would imagine. Did she pull an in? Nope. She just. It always throws me off. She's very tall. So Wario now with the super mushroom as tall as her. Wario is short and stout, kind of like a teapot. $56-62 right now. Wario needing a victory. He's been sliding very fast here in this one. He's actually probably on one of the biggest downslides. We've actually seen quite a few at this point that are on some big downtrends, but Wario was, let's see, where he 2 and 1, he was 3 and 1, he was 4 and 1, he was 4 and 1 at one point. He is now 4 and 6. That's not very good. A 5 losing streak of 5 matches. So hopefully here, in the second to worst in the league, maybe he can pick the division. One of the worst in the league, though. Maybe he can pick up a victory for himself again, finally. At first, we were saying, "Ooh, hey, he's going to really love being here from the green division. Look at how well he's doing from coming from the green now." Just like Ganondorf, both of them were 11 and 9 from the green last season. And doing extremely well in the beginning here. Ganondorf still doing amazing at 9 and 1, but yeah, Wario, no bueno the last 5 matches. Got 1 knockout, but he's at 117. Is not exactly a picnic for him right now. Rosalina whipping him around, but I think she was poisoned. Now he's poisoned. Nothing happening, however. Oh, there it is. Okay, Rosalina now supersized herself. Again, we already mentioned Wario. Again, it's 11 and 9. Made the playoffs, lost. Falco. I mentioned that Rob in his match, he was the same. He lost to he beat Ganondorf. So Ganondorf and Wario both from the green coming in and losing to a blue divisioner who's not doing so great this season. Rob and Falco. But now Wario again is also down there. Ganondorf again, the only one who's not. Right now Wario's got a chance to go 5 and 6 though, and that could, depending on how he's done against Roy, put him in there. That spot. I don't know if they've fought yet or not. Let's take a quick look with Wario and Roy. Oh man, Rosalina Lumo, 143%. Wario needed to supersize, get the knockout there. He does get it. Decent lead, 41 right now on him. Wario beat Roy in the second set. Ooh boy. That means that he will be ranked 13 if he wins this. Only, you know, a tentative thing, of course. But being there does mean something. Being the same record as, yeah, having the wins against the guys that are right around your record like that, very important. If everything were to end, boom, that's it. Wario with that win over Roy. Give him that spot. Right now, though, Rosalina and Luma fighting back. Got Wario down to 1. 69% after those attacks, though. 74 on her. It'd be a crazy victory, though. Pick one up on Wario. Anything, really, is an upset for her. But nope, Wario with a big old fist coming in. Finishing that one off. Able to do it. I don't know. He and Ganondorf both like laughing at their opponents. I've noticed. That's that. Wow. 358. Eh, slightly longer, I guess, maybe. Not really. Rosalina put up a great fight. Definitely had a shot there, but she's done. And again, 2 and 10. Just almost as bad as Ken, maybe. See how he does in the next one. Wario, luckily for himself, 5 and 6, and he will, yeah, move up 1 spot. Roy will move down. We'll see what happens with them, though, in the future. They still have a lot of matches to go. Now, it is slightly rare. I mean, it'll happen to get matches where both fighters don't really, you know, neither of them have any chance. Ken, obviously, 0 and 10. I think he's probably the only one statistically actually done. At least he's getting really, really close. Could be right here. Maybe one more match. We won't actually know until the end, but yeah. Depending on, I doubt that 12 could get you in. 13, I don't think, but 13 losses. He's very close to that. Obviously, the closest with no wins yet. Also had his bye, so he's, you know, right at his halfway point. But yeah, Pacman, not in the same boat. He's 4 and 7, right below where Wario was by himself there, and he really needs a win here, especially because he's number 15. If he would like to maybe move on to a different division next season, which might help if he's in the yellow. It could be a little easier than the blue. Not positive on that one yet, but it's certainly not the green. That's something. I feel like it might, from toughest to easiest divisions, it's hard to say right now, but I feel like it might be green, blue, yellow, red from toughest to easiest. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. And that'll, of course, it's going to even out. That's the whole point of moving people from division to division eventually. We're going to have like about the same number of very good competitors in each, and that'll be good. But things will continually be a little spiced up every time because of the moving every time, and you never know what's going to happen. So right here, just like you never know what's going to happen here, 148 to 112. There goes Ken. Pacman supersized. Did he charge up his whole gambit of fruits? Maybe. Right now, looking like Pacman maybe just gonna go to 5 and 7. That's a good place to be. I'd take it. I'd take that at this point. Again, certainly for him, he's been up and down, but mostly down recently. So he'd sure be fine. Again, you want to get to that. If he can get back to the 7 and 7 point, he'd be sitting a little more comfortably. That's really what you want to have. As I predicted, it's about right. If you're under 500, you are in a precarious spot, whether you're actually would be in the playoffs or not. If you're at the 500 point, I don't think we've seen any point. Maybe a set or two ago we saw maybe 1 5 and 5 didn't make it, but I think for the most part, right, especially now, we're at the point where that will get you in. We'll see. We'll see. Pacman gets another knockout. Just make short work perhaps of Ken here. 177 on him though. That's a lot of percent. Wow, 50 on Ken. Pacman could go for a flawless here, maybe. There it is. Wow, nice. The super mushroom helping with that. Man, okay, Pacman. That'll do it. There's the guy. 331. Pretty quick. Pretty quick. Bad worse. Ken, again, 0 and 11. Definitely done. Pacman's 5 and 7 now. Definitely not done. But not into playoffs. He's gonna be, yeah, 5 and 6 Roy. He's gonna probably remain right where he is in number 15 because the one's winning above him. But that's okay. That's okay. He's gonna maybe climb a little farther ahead of some, not Falco, but the rest. All right, now into our best 4 though. Ganondorf, that's a sure sign that we are 9 and 1, top of the division, very high up in the league. Palutena though, 6 and 5 in that middle pack, and just above 500. Could fall to that 6 and 6 500 spot though, right here. 6 and 6 more solid than 5 and 5 though. Feels like. 5 and 6 seems pretty good right now, so. Oh man, the big old Ganondorf, he's charging up that sword and Palutena falls right into it. Bad way to start for her. She actually had decent percent on him, 95 right now. Can she make a comeback? A slight comeback. It wouldn't be not much needed right now. Oh, the big mushroom, but then a poison one. Back to normal. 117 on Ganondorf, but already 45-63 on her second. And Ganondorf again, already talked about him losing to Rob last season. By the way, Falco defeating Wario in the playoffs last season. Wario beat him this season now in the regular season, now that they're in the same division. Fight, same with here with Ganondorf and Rob, but they haven't fought yet. It's actually coming up in 2 sets, though, and it'll be slightly interesting, but not really if Rob continues to lose. Ganondorf just continues to win, though, himself. Palutena small, 104%, 140 on Ganon's first, and another nice sword attack. Didn't need to charge that one up. Down goes Palutena. Number 2, and 158. Ganondorf knocked out off the side of the stage there from Palutena. At least a shot for her, maybe. Saw Inkling make the comeback and Palutena do it against Ganondorf quite a lot harder. Although, again, Inkling did it against Rob, who beat Ganondorf in the playoffs. So I don't know. But supersized Ganondorf again. And, oh, wait, that was weird. Okay, so yeah, Poison Mushroom on to Palutena. Ganondorf was back to normal size. Didn't really matter either way. Just launched her off of the ricocheter off the side of the stage, it looked like. Easy one for Ganondorf, even though Palutena 6 and 5. She's again also been up and down, so it wasn't going to be easy taking on the best of them. And that was a, what was that, 2-11 match? It was quick. Yeah. So unfortunate for her. She's going to be 6 and 6, but that's still all right. It's still all right. Just got to hang around there, maybe a little higher than that. You'll be good. Just like she is. Ganondorf, though, just hit that 10-win point. 10-1. He might be good for the duration of the season now with 10 wins. Good for him, I suppose. Ganondorf also actually, since he was 11-9, he's almost got as many wins as last season. One more to get as many. So he's looking like he's going to do even better. Not many from last season doing better than they did last season. There are some. He's one of them. Pretty good. Pretty great. New division and everything. Even better for him. That he swapped divisions and is now, meaning that he was at the bottom in the bottom half last season. And he's now commanding this one. Right now, though, Steve, also known as Alex, this time around, Minecraft Alex, they've been on a huge run. Not quite as big as Bowser Jr., but still pretty amazing. They're 7-3 right now. They're kind of a little more. Have looked a little more solid. I think 7-5 is what we see right now. Bowser Jr. at. Yeah, so about the same, but obviously these guys are Steve, Ness, the Minecraft crew, and doing slightly better. Ness, of course, all about him. Last season, best here, 15-5. That's actually second best in the entire league, only behind Bowser. Lost the first stock though here. 113 on Alex. Ness, can he bring it back? He's only 6-5. He's in that middle pack too, so he needs the win. And in fact, that puts Steve/Alex above him in the standings, of course. Ness bye last season, lost to Pikachu in the next round. Pikachu was on a little bit of a streak, underdog streak, kind of like Lucas. Both of them losing to Pikachu and Lucas, that is. Both of them losing to one of the finalists. Pikachu losing to Captain Falcon, Lucas losing to DDD. Ness, of course, yeah. Still has to taste a win in playoffs, even though he was second best. Crazy. The knockout on Alex, but it's not looking good for him. He was knocked out again already. The Super Mushroom might help it. He made good work of that thing. Good use of it, that is. Ooh, the Anvil, though, blocking that PK Thunder. Doing some damage. He was relatively damageless. Now, Alex stacking it on 62% on Ness's last stock. 55 on Alex. Minecraft Alex's second. And it looks like he's going to take it and move to 8-3. And Ness, a bit of a struggle. A bit of a struggle. Is this where he's going to be? Is he going to be in the middle of the division? Is he going to move on to the yellow next season? Perhaps both he and Lucas both will. I don't know. Lucas just moved above him, but Ness beat Lucas already. They could both end up right about the same record. 255 match, and Ness getting a little owned there by Steve/Alex/Zombie. Crazy. 8-3. 6-6. Ness, again, just like Palutena, still okay. But you don't really want to fall too much farther than that. But of course, things only get better. 2 more matches remain. It is Sora, 6-4, number 8, taking on the number 2, 8-3, Cloud. Remember, there's 3 of them at 8-3. So Cloud, Banjo, Kazooie, Captain Falcon, they all want the wins. Captain Falcon did it already. At an easier opponent. Slightly easier here than Cloud has in Sora. Banjo has Snake, so the toughest of them. The last match, it's going to be amazing. But here, Sora, a chance to maybe right the ship a little bit. He's been up and down here at the top. He was at the top with Cloud and Banjo and some of the others. Falling recently. Kind of coming back, though. He's in the top 8 again. He was out, I guess he was just out for one set, perhaps. But he was, yeah, falling 4-2. He was 5-2, 5-3, 5-4. 6-4 now. Knock out first on Cloud. What? 81% only on Sora. I say only, it's not like, I mean, it's a lot already. It's not like it's bad, but you kind of expect that one to last a little longer. And that was a, you know, a true launching knockout as well. He wasn't playing around with that one. He was poisoned, but he got out of it before Cloud was able to get the retaliatory knockout. And so it is. He just dodged that super mushroom, unfortunately, for Sora. But right now he's got a decent lead. Poisoned again, 100%, 34 on Cloud's second. Could bring this right back. What a counter, though, again by Sora. Remaining in the driver's seat here. Be huge. This would really start shaking things up in the top of the division. Sora just on the, he's right on the brink of the top and in the middle at that 6-4 by himself point there. One of the ones with a bye already. So those around him not having them yet. Well, there's 2 7-3s, 3 8-3s don't have buys. The 7-4 Inkling doesn't have a bye who won. It's crazy up there, but yeah, Sora can bring this much closer with a win over Cloud. Cloud gets that knockout, returning a knockout on Sora. 42 only on Cloud, so he can just bring this one right back. After all that work Sora was trying to do, could all be for naught in a moment. Poisoned, back to normal, and then grabs the super mushroom, goes on an attacking spree and lands a few hits. 29-73. Now Sora building the lead back up. Interesting, interesting. It's just like watching Kingdom Hearts. We're at the Coliseum right now. And there, oh man, Sora poisoned Cloud. Sora knocks him out. 44-53 now on his second. But he is a decent lead right now. 61, even better than the one before. 73. Nothing on Cloud's last yet. Sora gets him in the combo. Don't do much. A super mushroom. Sora's 39 on Cloud. He's going for everything on the side of the stage, and he gets it. Cloud stuck underneath. Sora with the victory. What a win for the Kingdom Hearts kid. 7-4 now. Wow. Cloud down to 8-4. It is so close up there now. He is just, yep. We'll see. We will see how Banjo does. And again, it's just as crazy because Snake is 7-3. Banjo is 8-3. It's maybe even crazier than this one was. All these guys in the top 8, they could all be vying for any position up there. They could just be up in the air till the very end. Who knows? That's crazy. Yeah, you know, a slight upset. I guess it wasn't a huge one, but not quite one. I'm sure Cloud probably was the favorited if people were in fact voting, or just in your own mind. Probably Cloud would have been the favorite. Oh, what? What a horrible way to start for Banjo and Kazooie off the side of the stage for no reason. Snake getting a nice little handicap here for himself. Supersized mushroom, 40% already on Banjo's second. Snake is at 49 on his first. Wow, that's just horrible. 2 rockets connect, and down goes Banjo and Kazooie again. This is the last match, folks, and Banjo just threw. I feel like we've seen this happen before with him. Yet he's still 8-3. They are still 8-3. So it's crazy. I don't think they can come back from this. That's just the worst start you could possibly have. They would make it probably one of the best matches we've seen if they could make a comeback here, but yeah, you need like a knockout, supersized Snake. Not gonna happen. You need a knockout immediately. 85 right now on him. It's possible, but it's not looking like it's probable. Snake. Snake trying to help him out, doing this kind of the same thing. And we've seen Snake do that recently too, just kind of, yeah, get stuck on the bottom of the map. Should not happen. This is not a custom map, custom stage. It's just Dreamland. Yet, a lot of fighters doing that. Still though, Banjo-Kazooie 76% last stock. Snake still an extra 1. Just kind of prolonging this, making it look even worse. These guys are supposed to be good. Remember, Snake was though 2-18 last season. Somehow completely turned it around to 7-3. Looking like 8-3 though, and that's where Banjo is. 8-4 for him. That's 2 8-3s going down. Only Captain Falcon going up, and that is how it's going to be. Captain Falcon back to number 2, where he was last season. 10 things. So he's quite happy about that. Snake quite happy about being number 3, I guess. He and Steve both winning, both moving up 3 and 4. Snake already beat Steve though, interestingly enough. 2-10 match. Would have been a lot faster though if there wasn't a little bit of more malarkey happening with Snake going underneath the stage. What a horrible match to end things. Usually not what we say, but it is the case this time. As we get one, I think that was our first self-destruct. Banjo and Kazooie, the first self-destruct ever in the league's history. Right there. I can't believe it. What a horrible way to end things. And what a, you know, because they're the best. They're some of the best. But anyway, I guess let's see where everyone ended up after that. All right, we certainly had our changes. Still, after Captain Falcon defeating Roy, Falco beating Pichu, Inkling defeating Rob, and Lucas beating Fox, Wario beating Rosalina, and Pacman defeating Ken, Ganondorf beating Palutena, and Steve defeating Ness, Sora beating Cloud, and Snake defeating Banjo. After 12 sets now, Ganondorf 10-1, still by himself at the top. A little bit of a cushion, not much. Captain Falcon's 9-3, right behind him. We got 2 8-3s right now. Snake and Steve both winning today. 7-3s, up to 8-3. Snake beat Steve. That's the order they should be in. Cloud and Banjo and Inkling all 8-4 now. Inkling moving up, Cloud and Banjo moving down. Both of them though beat Inkling, Cloud and Banjo, so Inkling stays down at number 7. We got number 8, Sora still, but 7-4 now. Look at all these 7, 8, 9 wins. It's crazy. 7-5 Lucas at 9. And we got 6-5 Meta Knight, 6-6 Ness and Palutena still. Ness beat Palutena. Then we got Wario, who defeated Roy to take that 13th spot. Not today, but that happened before. They're both 5-6 now. So he takes that 13th spot. Roy 14th. 15th is Pacman at 5-7. Then a 4-7 Falco just below them, just out of that moving spot. Then we got 3-8 Rob and Pichu. 2-9 Fox. 2-10 Rosalina and Luma. And 0-11 Ken. I believe we're seeing maybe our bottom, perhaps our bottom 5 right now. Maybe only our bottom 3 for sure. We'll find out. We'll find out a lot more next set for sure. Right now, these guys, it looks like they got a lot more wins up at the top than some of the other divisions. Maybe not as, just more than Green. Green has maybe more up at the very top, 2 10s and 2 9s. Not as many 8s and 7s. The rest of the way down, a lot of people right in the middle for them. In fact, the whole way down for the green, basically. Blue, though, much more like the red, which it was before. And again, 5 and 6 is what's going to get you in. But unlike the green and the red and the green, that is, 5 and 6 won't definitely get you in. There's only one for each of those in set 12 right now, and they are, well, yeah, actually there's 2 in each, and they're both getting in. There's 2 here, but only 1 gets in. So in fact, that makes the blue the most contentious division so far after 12 sets. Interesting. Next up, we got set 12 for the yellow, rounding us out for set 12s. Sonic versus Ridley, Pikachu up against Samus, Olimar versus Wii Fit Trainer, Game & Watch taking on Zero Suit Samus, Robin versus Daisy, Joker versus Duck Hunt. Then we got Pokemon Trainer up against Ice Climbers, Ike versus Richter, Isabelle against Sephiroth, and Incineroar taking on the Mii Sword Fighter. That one's going to be fantastic. Min on a heater, on a bye, 7-4 right now. These guys next time, this is going to be a pretty interesting one too, I believe. We've got starting things off for us. It's Lucas at 7-5 taking on Roy again. He's starting things off for us. Roy now 5-6. Again, just out of playoffs right now. Falco then at 4-7 is taking on the 5-6. The 6-5 Meta Knight who had his bye. So Falco, Meta Knight. Falco, maybe still a couple chances here. Meta Knight might not be the easiest. Pichu then, he might probably be on his last leg 3-8, taking on the other 3-8. Rob, Pichu was just in this situation at 3-7 against Falco. Now again, 3-8. Rob and Pichu. Maybe one last chance for Pichu there. One last chance for one of them. Gonna pick up 9 losses after that one. Should be good. And then we got Rosalina and Luma first at 2-10, taking on Sora up at 7-4. Gonna be a tough one for her. Maybe even tougher though, Ken at 0-11, taking on the 8-4 Cloud, who just lost to Sora. That's why I figured maybe put them right next to each other. Then we got Pacman down at 5-7, an important one right now for him. He's number 15. He could be he is on the brink of playoffs. He's not quite in against the 2-9 Fox. So an easier one to pick up a win there for him. Again, he had Ken. He won that one. Can he do it again here? Then our last 4. Ness needs a win at 6-6, and he's got the Wario at 5-6. It's going to be a tough one. Wario wants to keep winning and stay in the playoff contention. It's so contentious, as I said. Palutena then, the other 6-6, taking on tougher opponent there in 8-3 Steve. Oh boy. Finally, our last 2, Inkling up at 8-4, going up against the 10-1 Ganondorf. And the only reason that's not the last match with the number 1 10-1 Ganondorf and the number 7 Inkling is because we got number 2 9-3 Captain Falcon versus the number 3 8-3 Snake. Oh boy, things are gonna get good fast. That's set 13 for blue. Gonna be great. Banjo and Kazooie on a bye at 8-4. They need to maybe readjust, rethink their strategy after the loss to Snake. See if they come back strong or not. That's all I got for you guys. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know who you think is going to win those upcoming matches. Check out everything else on the channel, the streams, morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every morning except Sunday and Monday, and in the evenings on Friday at 6 p.m. Until next time, though, I'm Randy with Nerds Templar in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. See you later. Peace.